In this video, I'm rolling with Bruno again. Bruno is a big, strong white belt with about 6 months experience. I'm not sure how much weightlifting he did or how much of it's natural, but he's just one of those people that has that, super strength. And with 6 months of jiu-jitsu, and he weighs 190 pounds, so he has 15 pounds on me. I thought about it. I'm almost 3 times his age, which I find absolutely terrifying since he is only 18. So there he made a very classic mistake that people that are either under a year of grappling or don't know anything about it make, which is they try to grab you in a headlock. So when he did that, I instantly transitioned to his back because eventually I'm going to slip my head out of that position. There he does a good job of turning into me. And I go right to the knee cut position. See, I turn my right knee towards the ceiling. I don't even know I'm doing it. When I watch the videos, I see, but as you can see, it clears that hook. Now I'm in his butterfly guard, but not really. I'm sitting on one butterfly hook. And if you don't watch the channel, I try to stay ahead of my opponent without using a lot of muscle and strength. And sometimes that means stalemating. Because we're in a stalemate, but my partner's using more energy than me. So he's trying to break my posture. And once I felt like it was starting to work, I stripped his grip and regained my own clinch. As you can see, my elbow is near his sternum with my left arm. See how I clinch? You want to put that elbow across his chest if you can, because that'll prevent him from repummeling. Otherwise, when your elbow's out, it's easy for him to get his arm underneath and grab my neck. I want to make that impossible. And again, much of this is structural. So here I know he's going to put a closed guard on, and I'm just blocking it with my elbow. I try to do the bare minimum to fend him off. As you can see the way I switch my grips there. See, if he puts his arm straight, I'll get a different grip. I'll get that grip. See how that grip that I have now? But if he rips his arm out, I'll grab his wrist from the other angle. But that's a strong grip for me. See, now I went to the other angle. So I switch my grip depending on where his wrist is, so it gives me the best grip structurally. So here I'm just threatening a footlock, but not really going for it. There I was thinking about getting the calf slicer. And here he basically stands up and I take guard. As you could see a lot of the structure in my guard on that angle. But I have 4 points of connection. So he's got to give me something. So if he leans forward like that, I'm connecting to his arms and head. If he comes in stepping, with his foot, with his leg first, I'm going to go into my De La Riva. And as you can see, sometimes I'll just let him win the grip fight, because the grip fight that he's trying for isn't going to produce the fruits that he thinks. So here I'm looking to control his head and hit him with the butterfly sweep. But again, I'm not looking to be tense throughout all this. I want to be calm. And you'll see, I don't use a lot of cardio. It's not because I have great conditioning. It's because I'm not putting myself under that type of strain. So here I have perfect wrist control. I have his wrist pinned to his chest on one side. I switch to an underhook because I'm looking for the butterfly sweep. Now I'm looking to go to his back. So I'm looking to get behind his tricep. And you can't really see strength in a video, but I feel it in the roll. So here, that's a great position of control. I could have went to the triangle there, but instead I tried to go to the back. I'm not really looking to finish. I'm not looking to submit Bruno as many times as I can. That would be pretty exhausting, by the way. And neither one of us would really get anything out of it. So there he was able to shake me off. He's so big and strong. I mean, I'm 175 pounds. There I controlled his elbow and swept him. So even though his right hand was based on the floor, it wasn't based far enough out to prevent the sweep. So once I hold that elbow, he can't rebase. He can't put his arm further out where he would have needed it. That's what I love about butterfly sweeps. There, that's a cool pass. I kept my feet together and I switched I did like a windshield wiper with my shins. And now I cleared. This isn't where I would stay normally. See, I'm letting his hips move. I want him to react, and I'm thinking if I leave space, he'll go for it. He'll go for the bait, you know. So there I go to like a modified knee on belly. I'm not crushing him. I'm not trying to smash his sternum. I'm just using it as a control point, as a wedge. So there he hipped up. See, my right knee's preventing his legs from coming back. And I have his arm folded across his chest. I'm looking or thinking howdy choke. But not from this position. So he knew it was coming and he got his arm to the other side, but it's still a terrible position for him. So now from knee on belly, I can always go to mount. But here I'd rather just control him. I know with that arm across like that, it's going to make it really hard for him to bridge. And with my knee on his waist, it's going to make him hard to move. I know me personally, if I was in law enforcement, I would definitely be training jiu-jitsu. I don't think it should be required, because it's really not for everyone, and it's a real dedication. You have to be dedicated mentally. So there, as you could see, I went to mount from the knee on belly position. Now I'm looking for a gift wrap. He's hard to control. You know, even when I have him all shut down like this, he is strong like bull. So now I'm thinking to just try to control him, because already he's getting his arm away from where I want it, even in that weakened position. Gift wrap is very powerful, and he's going to really have a hard time getting out of it here. Again, look, see, I'm looking to keep his arm pinned to his chest. Because if I'm 52 and I could keep a young guy like this pinned down, I mean, that's such a great value for a police officer. So here I'm trying to scoop him up and put him into my diamond, pull my left leg out. He's got like that quarter guard. Doesn't really help him that much, and it's easy for me to free it. But I leave it there because I want him to think that he's doing something with his legs. So there I think we just reset. Yes, many times when people reset at the gym, I notice they kind of forget where they were. I think I've even been guilty of it. But lately I'm trying to remember. I think it's good to remember. It's good to know where you were in the role and what was happening. Jiu-jitsu is not the type of thing where if you sleepwalk through class, I mean, you'll get better. It'll just take you twice as long, maybe 3 times. So you don't want to be a guy that's been training for 10 years and you're mediocre because you've been sleepwalking through classes. Just some life duty that you've assigned yourself. You have to go in there with problems in mind that you're looking to solve, things you're looking to improve. That's why it's good to go at least 3 or 4 times a week, because it'll always be in the front of your mind. When you go once or twice, by the time the next class comes, you don't even remember what you were doing last week. You don't know what you had for breakfast. So again, we're 11 minutes into the round. I'm still relaxed. I'm not breathing heavy. I'm not dying. I could roll like this. I mean, I never timed it, but maybe at least 30 minutes. And I like rolling these double rounds because you go to class, you roll like 2 or 3 double rounds and you're done. I feel like I get much more out of it than randomly rolling with a person every 5 minutes. That's fun sometimes. I'm not saying I don't do that. I have to do that for class. Our rounds are 6 minutes actually in class. I remember when I first started, there was these blue belts, Derek and Derek, and they would roll for like a half hour, submit each other, and I'd go, well, what happened? Oh, don't worry about it. Like, they wouldn't even explain what happened. I'm like, because I didn't understand it at the time. But it's like, you're not really supposed to talk about that as you're rolling. You know, oh, I submitted him or something. Shout out to Derek. He's a Marcelo Garcia black belt now. And he's, I think, 10 years older than me and training in Brazil. So one of my mentors. So now I'm on knee on belly. But again, as you could see, my knee wasn't really solid on. And when he moved around, it was easy for me to spin and stay with him. So there I just got my knee across and went to mount. 12 and a half minutes in. And now I'm looking to drop my knee and pass. But anyway, this video is coming to an end. If you find value in my content and you want to help support the channel, there's an X-Marshal link in the description. Anything you buy over there is 15% off if you use code Jits over 50. And I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link. But thank you guys. I appreciate everyone. Another episode to come soon. Thank you.